Hello Aries, it's EJ with EJ Star Tarot with your reading from September 28th through October 4, 2020. Let's go ahead and go over your cards. We have Judgment, Nine of Wands, Four of Cups, and the Emperor. Here you are, the Aries showing up in your reading. So really what I'm getting here is there's some kind that you're worried that you won't receive some kind of offer, or you're not happy about this offer. But this is saying that, and it could be from an employer, it could be a job, it could be something that's just really stressing you out. But the Judgment card is here to tell you that things could work out in your favor, right? This could say that you need to stop jumping to conclusions, right? Kind of slow down because it is causing you stress and anxiety and worry and things that you don't really need. But let's go ahead and get started. Judgment card. Again, not jumping to conclusions about some kind of situation you may be in, right? Maybe you are, you're not clear about things, okay? But this is a signal to slow down, right? Give things more thought and to give people more chances, right? This could be a time of really having that spiritual awakening, right? So that it relieves that stress and anxiety and worry that you're causing yourself here with this Nine of Wands, okay? Because I feel like you could be jumping to conclusions about something, right? I feel like you're needing to make some kind of decisions about someone or something in your situation, right? I feel like if it has to do with the other person, it's saying that is their problem and it's not yours, and not to make it your problem, if that makes sense, okay? Now, when it comes to your work environment, it says that, your efforts are being watched. So it's very important for you to do your best, right? To pay attention to the details. I feel like there's something good. You're going to get some good news coming your way, right? I feel that if you're trying too hard, you may miss something, right? You may miss something. But it also is saying that if you're trying, doing your best, that's definitely going to pay off, okay? But now if you're slacking off and you're not really paying attention, it's saying, you know what, you better get it done. You better shape it up now. Otherwise, there could be some consequences there and you're going to regret them, okay? Now, when it comes to love, if you're in a relationship, I feel that this is the time that you're kind of thinking about whether you want to continue or not. You need to be clear about what it is that you want and what is it that you're wanting out of this relationship, whether you can take the steps to repair it or if you just need to, go your separate ways, okay? If you're wanting to meet someone, I feel like you will meet this person in the near future, but you need to do the things that you need to do in order to do that, right? To make that happen. It's saying not to jump to conclusions, whether they're positive or negative. It just says that, kind of take things slow. And when you do that, things kind of work out in a, better for you than when you try to rush into something. I feel like there's going to be some kind of money and contracts that is going to head your way. And it's very important that you pay attention to the details of that. But I feel like your finances will move in a more positive direction here, okay? It also is saying that make sure that you're slowing down, okay? Don't speed or violate any laws or something like that, because then you're going to end up paying something really heavy, okay? It's saying to be very cautious. I don't want you to be out there like looking over your shoulder every second, but just to be cautious with your surroundings, with, running red lights, speeding, making sure you stop at stop signs, stuff like that. Make sure you're following procedures at work because, again, you could be doing something that you may regret later, okay? So now let's move on over to the Nine of Wands. Maybe you know this because that Nine of Wands is having anxiety and being worried about something, right? I feel that it's, when you're at the 9, you're close to the 10, which means that you're moving towards something better, right? But I feel like that you or someone around you could be making things more complex and difficult than it needs to be, okay? But I do feel like there's some anxiety or worry or something like that, maybe feeling burdened about something, right? Concerned. You just kind of need to take it slow. I feel like you're overwhelming yourself with whatever this may be. So it's saying take it slow, take some time out to really ask yourself, is this worth your worry? Is it worth your stress? Is it worth your discomfort? So you really need to kind of look at things from a different perspective here and figure out, is that really worth it? Okay, when it comes to work, there could be some tension there, right? It's saying stay out of the tension, right? Think before you talk, kind of thing. That way you don't get involved in things that are not meant for you to get involved in, if that makes sense. Okay, you have to be clear about the things you can't control and try to give, very little mind space to that, right? Because I feel that you may not like how they do things, but you're there to do a job the way that they tell you to do it, all right? So do your best, because I feel like, I just feel like you feel, like, I don't know what else to do. Like you're trying, you found a better way to do something, but yet it's not acceptable to them. Okay, you got it. It's saying no. They're saying you have to follow procedure is what I'm seeing. It's saying if you're wondering about if your job could be eliminated when this comes up, it's a yes. Okay, but things can work out a different way. You could, if your position isn't eliminated, hours could be cut or you could be demoted. That's something that I'm seeing here. Okay. It's saying to be more in the present, which I see here with the Four of Cups. But we're still on that Nine of Wands, okay? When it comes to love, remember that I just feel like there's space needed there. I feel like the stress and worry from other situations are coming into your personal life, and you really need to figure out how to separate that the two, because it's really it's affecting your relationship. Okay, so if you are single, I feel like you really need to ask if you meet this person, you need to ask yourself, is this person really the one for you, right? Is that person right for you emotionally, mentally, all of that? It's saying don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry about finding that relationship. Finances. Again, it's saying, you may be going through some kind of things, but I feel like, you're worried about your finances. Of course, if your job is eliminated, there's a cause for that, right? But there's nothing really that you could do. It's saying to find other ways to make more money, right? It's saying instead of stressing and worrying and getting full of anxiety, put things in process. If you know that there could be a chance of your job elimination, start looking for work. Okay, start looking for work now so that you're not in a much more stressful situation later. Now, we have the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups could mean that you're not happy with the current situation, right? That you're focused more on the things that you shouldn't focus on. Okay, excuse me. It's saying here, Aries, that again, pay attention to the now. But I feel like, again, you're not happy with what situation may be going on, whether it's your work or your personal life, but there's something that's you're not feeling happy about. But the Four of Cups is saying that you need to pay attention to the now and be more in the present moment and count your blessings that you have, okay? Because sometimes when we focus on the problem, we don't see the good in what's come, how we got to where we're at, why we're at where we're at. We don't see the good of a situation. Rather, we continue to see the bad in the situation. So this is saying to really shift your focus, okay? Again, I feel like some of you may not be happy with your job and you're there. And it's saying that, know that no job is 100% secure. So you need to be thankful for what you have, because nowadays it's even harder to find work here, Aries. I've been here trying to find work for the last 4 years, and all I get is no thank you, no thank you. So yeah, I understand why the cards are telling you this, okay? So remember that, nothing is ever secure, okay? Even though you could be the best at what you do, it's not about your job. It's about who you know and what they can pay you, okay? So if they know that they can hire someone for $10 an hour and they're paying you $15, guess what? They're going to go with that $10 an hour, even though they're not going to do the best job as you would, Okay, so that's kind of a situation that I'm seeing here. So it's saying to be thankful for where you're at, and if you know that your position is going to be eliminated or come to an end in some way, or change of some sort, because I see some kind of change, start getting your resume together and start sending it out. It's better be safe than sorry kind of thing. So be more present instead of being caught up in the worry and the anxiety, okay? Again, when it comes to love, it's saying to be more realistic. It's saying to be more realistic in your overall situation, okay? I feel like there could be somebody that you might be interested in that is unavailable. It's saying really really think about that. Is that somebody that you want to be with, okay? Finances is saying to focus more on what you have and what you could do with that than what you don't have, okay? Because when we focus on what we don't have, then we close that energy, right? We close that energy to receive. So focus more on what you have and do the best of what you could do, okay? Now the Emperor. The Emperor is you. This is representing you here. Sometimes the Emperor, it talks about our foundation, our stability, right? But it's saying that you need to really, mind over matter kind of thing here, okay? Especially when it's paired with the Four of Cups. That means that you need to be more present to think about what you have, maintain your focus and your concentration on the direction you should be going in rather than staying worried and fear and anxiety, okay? So it's saying to have more self-control, have more confidence, and you will get through whatever obstacle you may be getting through, okay? I feel that, I just feel like you could be moving in a better direction. When it comes to your career, some of you that are not in a position where your job is not shaky or, might be eliminated, your efforts are not going unnoticed. They notice your efforts, okay? But you need to pay attention to the organization and follow through with logic, okay? Pay attention to how they do things and do it in that manner, because otherwise it's going to turn against you. It's going to work against you. So do as if they tell you, you have to go through this channel to get to this, then do that. You know what I mean? If you're looking for work, I feel like you could be, you will be successful in finding it, but you have to be more logical, and have more effort to start your effort now, okay? Don't show the stress, because the stress and the anxiety, because then that will kind of eliminate you from the process of the hiring process, okay? So be more confident, show more, be more assertive, okay? I feel like some of you may be finding that you may be falling for someone older than you, or they may be falling for you, okay? This person is you're attracted to their mind and how they do things, right? I feel that you may not be physically attracted to them in the beginning, but as I mentioned, the outside shines, the inside shines out, and I feel like that's going to, you're going to be more attractive, okay, to that person. So I feel like it's going to grow, but I feel like you need to be patient and be persistent if this is something that you want, okay? Not everything is all about, like we see in the movies, oh, love at first sight. That's not how usually things work, okay? So be more in the moment, right? Be real with yourself. Be realistic with the situation, okay? Finances is saying to be more disciplined and logic when it comes to your finances, and that'll work out better than where you're stressing, because if we're stressing, then we worry about what we don't have. You're not going to see what you have and what you can do with that, okay? Don't focus again on what you don't have, because then that's going to put a stop to the energy that comes to you, right? So focus on what you have, be grateful for what you have and where you're going for, where you're moving to, okay? So remember, mind over matter is the thing here. Self-discipline and control, because that's what the Emperor is all about. He's all about self-discipline and control. And that's kind of what you need to do here. Even if it's hard for you in whatever situation you may be in, be more logical, be more practical, and things will work out in the long run. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Be blessed, and we'll talk soon.